Hey guys, this is Greg Kennedy from the Well at Northminster. This is our modern worship space. It's kind of cluttered right now, but we're trying to stay busy here. I hope you're staying busy at your house, continuing to have purpose and meaning. You know, we named this room after the story we're going to look at today in chapter 4, the woman at the well. And we named it because when we're at the well, God's using us. When we're at the well, we're drinking deep gulps of living water that changes us. When we're at the well, boundaries fade away. Natural boundaries between race and ethnicity and even morality seem to disappear or be eclipsed by the greatness of the gospel. So that's why we call this place the Well. We just like that, and we play off it. I'm looking at a sign over there that says Well Brewed. We're like every church in America. We do have coffee here, and we hope to share it with you next time you're here. So I want you to continue to go through your 5 questions. But the main thing I want you to look at in this text is what boundaries does Jesus climb over, trespass, get beyond to share this story of the gospel. And so there's lots of boundaries. I hope you find them. There's at least 4 or 5 big ones that Jesus simply doesn't care about. I love this passage because it's so inappropriate. Jesus crossing these boundaries. It's kind of like chapter 2 in that regard. Jesus is on the edges of appropriateness. In chapter 2, he's turning water into wine. Later in chapter 2, we have Jesus losing his temper, creating a whip, throwing tables aside to protect his Father's temple. And this, we have different kinds of inappropriateness. So find them, discover them, learn them. You learn so much about God, our first of the 5 questions, who is God? He doesn't seem to care about our boundaries. He cares about the gospel being shared everywhere and anywhere to anyone, regardless of their circumstance. I like that. This is the classic outsider story. The woman at the well is an outsider in so many ways. It's interesting, chapter 3 was the classic insider conversation with Nicodemus. I don't know which chapter you're more attracted to. I've always liked the outsider chapters, probably because I've always, it's hard for a white male to say this, but I've always felt a bit of an outsider. So find comfort in whatever space. But you see the intentionality of John all throughout this gospel. Chapter 3, classic insider. Chapter 4, classic outsider. Chapter 2, 2 examples of the extremes of appropriateness of Jesus. So, I mean, there's a lot to love in this gospel. I hope you dig deep. Enjoy it. And we'll see you when we see you. Take care.